Alright, oh yes, we will need to change this to new game. That one, there you go, hopefully that's now working. So we are flying to New Chitose Airport in Sapporo in Japan. We've got a bit of an issue, as you can see here. We've got rain streaming up the windows, very low minimums today, 8 kilometers visibility, and broken clouds. Few clouds, 300, broken 400, broken 600. So basically we'll probably be descending below minimums before we see the runway. I mean, you can see a little bit of ground featuring there. So I'm going to now just engage approach mode and allow that July slope, and second autopilot's going to go online. I've programmed minimums for category 2, so 103 feet above ground level. On a radio altimeter, we're just reducing speed now down to our final approach speed. Let's put the big lights on, and the seatbelt signs are all on already. So you can see out the window we've got all of our flashing lights, so I'm going to turn down the dome lights so we can try and see a maximum amount outside, although this is currently what the weather's looking like. So yeah, we'll see what we see. We're glide slope and localizer established, so that's all good. So we'll just descend out on that glide path localizer until we get to the airport, really. That's up our traffic out on the pond. 45 Sierra is final approach 11 miles, runway 19 right. Good, so 200 knots, I'm going to set flaps 1 now. Going to start setting up the approach, getting our speed down. We're not going to try and do one of those minimum approaches, so 10 miles gear down. Out comes the gear, and at the same time we should see it maybe a bit of extra light up front from the nose wheel. Gears down, 3 greens. Speed's coming down, flaps 2. There's our big line. Got 8 miles to go, I'm going to set flaps 3. The speed is fine, I'm just making sure we're constantly underneath the little eyebrows there on the speed tape. And flaps full. Okay, I'm going to arm the second autopilot's already on, so we've got category 3 dual barometric minimum. Sorry, it's not barrows, it's radio 103.
2,500.
Okay, GPWS is active. Looking ahead, we've got a couple of bits of ground there, but nothing much really. Minimum approach, sorry, not minimum approach, minimum safe altitude for the go around is 4,000 feet, so just set that in the window there. We're established, stabilised, 6 miles to go, and we're fully set up for category 2. ILS approach. Now the issue is we may see some things, but they're not the runway, so they don't count. So you know, the fact that I can see that there is lovely, but it's not going to help me land on the runway. So we're still under minimums. Not under minimums, we're still not visual. That's the key word really. So it might be a full auto land, we will see. I'm actually curious to see how the auto land works in this, since I nearly never use it. But we've got all the autopilot set up and everything like that. So I'm starting to see what looks like the airport coming into sight there. No, that doesn't look like the airport, that looks like some buildings underneath the airport approach path. I've got the runway of the military airport in sight over there on the right hand side, but that's not the airport we're landing at. Now Chitose in Japan is split up into new and old. The old is a military airbase and the new one is the full-on civilian airport. Runway's just coming into sight, but I'm not going to say it's reliably in sight, as the cloud, yeah, you just saw just picked up and ballooned away the so the light against that. So I'd say we're visual now, but there again, see now that cloud turns up and it makes it not visual quite again. So you see how the clouds are basically interfering with the lights. So when I can see that very clearly and it's not going to change, then I'll make the decision. But I might just let it do an auto land.
1,000.
Will I let it auto land? I mean, we're below minimums. No, we're about to go into another little cloud layer there. You can see it very clearly now approaching. So if this doesn't do anything when we enter that cloud layer, then I'll be happy. And I'll turn off the autopilot. But if we enter this cloud layer, which is about to happen in about 2 seconds, and we suddenly get another bloom and we can't see anything, then continue with the autoland really. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks like it's going to be okay. So I'm happy with that approach. I'm going to switch off the autopilot.
$500.
Still visual.
100
Just
above.
watching out for this little cloud layer that's appearing.
Minimum.
Continue.
Flight slope.
40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Touchdown. To brake and reverse thrust. Okay, we'll vacate right here. Okay, Terminal 4 is not actually in this scenery yet, so I'm going to continue over to Terminal 1. Let's take stand 1-5. Strobe lights can go off, landing lights auto, taxi lights to taxi, master switch and APU startup. Let's request to follow me, and it's going to be on the Nippon Airways since that's our flying. So we're flying with today. Very likely that the strange. So yeah, the likelihood of actually getting that follow me car before I'm basically at the gate is kind of low with GSX. It's not very preemptive. He doesn't go, ah, you're already here, so I'm going to just assume. In fact, I don't think there is even a follow me car coming. Well, we could turn on the screen wipers. Maybe that's a good idea. Just do that done. Oh, there he is, follow me. Okay, yeah, turn around, good. Good, identified. Why is he reversing? He's a bit special, he is, amazingly. Oh, and he's just caused millions of euros of damage there. Just go in front of me. Thank you. Without destroying my... Hey, in here. Oh, there's two of them. I'm going to follow this one, even though he's closer and more accurate.
The boarding requested.
We're 163 feet per minute. 1.03 G. Touchdown zone was just after the first taxiway, Alpha 3, so yeah, in the touchdown zone.
Passengers, the boarding starting.
Really. Lovely.